Hi guys, Andy over here. Thanks for hanging out. It's Friday the 20th of December 2019. So winter solstice is actually tomorrow, 21:12. We're so close to it. The moon is in Libra at the moment and she is waning. She's on a waning phase. The next phase is the actual new moon, which is going to come in on the 26th of December 2019. But we're not there yet. And while the moon is in this last part of waning, it's actually a good time to have Christmas. It's always a good time to have Christmas, isn't it? Let's face it. But, Hanukkah, of course, is coming in as well. So it's all looking really positive at the moment for that. Because this last part of the moon waning is all about kind of hearth and home, family, friends, people close to you. And all that is a big part of what we all stand on, what we all need under our feet to hold us up as we crack on with life in this rather insane world that we seem to live in at the moment. Anyway, balance is here because the moon is in Libra. It's a sociable time. It's a time when people make new acquaintances as well. It's really quite a friendly situation. So that's good. Partnerships tend to come into focus. Well, they're in focus anyway because of Christmas, let's face it, and all the other celebrations that are going on. And it is a good time for celebrations. Also quite good in romantic terms as well, but a bit more about that as we go because we have actually got Venus visiting Aquarius at the moment, and Aquarius is very, it's as cool as a cucumber. It really is. But anyway, Libra moon is here right through until tomorrow, Saturday the 21st at 12:57. That's 3 minutes to 1 p.m. here in UK. So 5 hours before that on the east side of the States and Canada, 8 hours before that Pacific, 13 hours ahead of that, so it's actually into Sunday in New Zealand as we watch the thing going around the world. The moon right this minute as I'm doing this, which is 10:36 a.m. on Friday the 20th, is 36.2%, so she really is on her way down. And 5:13 a.m. GMT is when the new moon comes in on Boxing Day, the 26th of December. That's in UK. It's going to be midnight 13 east side, 9:13 p.m. west side. So that is how that's going. Let's take a look at the alignment of things today. Moon is sextile Mercury now, and although Mercury is often associated with bad things going on in communications and people worrying themselves about things, that is not the case. Sextile, very positive moon sextile Mercury. It's great for feelings. It's great for expressing your emotions, letting people know how you feel, and also a great time for the esoteric. It says here a good time for meetings with females. Well, it's always that, ladies. But a good time for the esoteric is really what that means. Mercury itself, though, void in Sagittarius, so there is nervous energy about. There is a definite risk of communication going up the spout, schedules coming to bits, maybe even things coming to bits, things breaking. Changes, unusual conditions, generally speaking, in life, although nowhere more so than in the weather at the moment. That is very freaky weather we're having in the UK at the moment. I hope you're having it a lot easier than we are. But, that's the weather, isn't it? That's part of the human condition. And at least we know it's down to Mercury being void in Sagittarius at the present time. Venus square Uranus, surprises, unusual social events, that kind of thing happening. Possibly meetings getting cancelled, postponed, uncomfortable sort of feelings around, and possible radical challenges coming up to anybody who's in authority, whether that's the government or whether that's a group of people that you're working with. Now, yesterday, Thursday the 19th, I was in a massive hurry. I just had loads of things going on. So I didn't get as far as going on and on endlessly about the very positive Mars sextile Saturn that came in yesterday. It's only once a year. It's a good kind of shot in the arm for getting things happening, for getting things moving. And also Venus also switched from Capricorn to Aquarius yesterday, and that has sort of cooled things down a little bit. But you never know. When things are sort of less grounded and less bogged down with a kind of Capricorn, goatee, clinging on influences, maybe things can be a bit more open. Anyway, Mars is sextile Pluto. Passions are high. People might take risks. People might be a little bit more daring than they usually are. And things generally get intense. That's the bottom line. You might see sort of people making a play for power. You might see people having really extreme attitudes to things. I only say you might, because all of this is conditioned by the world we live in. There is an eclipse coming up next week, and so there is some intensity building up towards that as well. Let me see. Jupiter sextile Neptune, spiritual optimism, idealism, high hopes, and also inflated expectations. Now, we might just get a pin stuck in that because of the Aquarius situation, actually, because Venus in Aquarius is, can be a bit like that. And we have got the Mercury void in Sag thing going on as well. Excuse me. Oh, I do wish I could edit. I'm right. That's my New Year's thing. I'm going to get better at editing these things. I have decided. Right. Saturn conjunct Pluto. Control of resources becomes a thing, really. And that, particularly at the domestic level, as we come close to Christmas, that is quite a big issue at the moment. Will you have enough shopping in and things like that? Because, goodness me, the shops are going to be closed for about 18 hours. Can we cope? I doubt it very much somehow. And I'm sitting here pontificating about that, actually, but I went shopping about 7 o'clock this morning to get there before the crowds, but I have got a pile of shopping in now, so I'll have plenty to eat. So I guess it's worth it, but, think about that control of resources things. Try and make things last, it's really good for the planet. It's good environmentally, and, it's good for the future, because, being careful with things isn't just for Christmas, it is for life, and that's the way we've got to think if we want our world to keep going. Uranus void in Taurus, and Uranus is retrograde at the moment, so maybe not. People doing unconventional things would characterise that, really. Also, it plays into the thing of radicalness going on, and it plays into the Mercury void in Sag thing by bringing surprises. Not everyone is going to agree with things, basically. There could be discord in groups. But I'll say it again, Uranus is retrograde at the moment, so maybe not. Neptune void in Pisces, that takes the clarity out of things and really means that things could go either way in so many ways. But this is a far-flung influence way out in the universe. As we go down this list, the planets get further away. And the furthest away planet, Pluto, is void in Capricorn. So there might be moves towards people trying to display outright power and take over things. Well, we've covered that in the other alignments, so there's a kind of an extra sort of risk thing going on there. But more than anything, it's about people acting on their urges and things just getting a bit overblown. Maybe secrets will come out, but we are away, generally speaking, from the kind of trickster possibilities that we've had right through this week, and things are easing off as we go through the weekend then, because this is the Friday one. Let's do the weekend. Yeah, Moon in Libra only until 3 minutes to 1 tomorrow. I have covered that, haven't I? But 2112, it's the magic number. It's the Rush song, hooray! And my 20-year-old daughter knows who Rush are, so I'm really pleased about that, shows that these great things kind of always continue. If you've never listened to Rush, have a look for Rush on YouTube, after you've finished listening to me, of course, right? Anyway, 2112, it's the winter solstice, it's the light coming back in, and there is an eclipse coming up on the 25th, 26th of December, depending where you are in the world. That new moon coming in on the 26th, so very much in last quarter, and so we'll have a Scorpio moon tomorrow, and won't that just throw things up in the air? Well, why not? But I will be back tomorrow with a little bit of an update of one kind or another. Meanwhile, I'm going to say thanks very much again for watching and listening and everything. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to drive as many subscribers as I can at the moment, because I'm tantalisingly close to getting 1,000 subs, and then I can start working live and just doing more, generally speaking. I'll get more exposure on YouTube. I'll be able to do more, and that's what we're all looking for, isn't it? And I'm certainly looking for it. So give me a subscribe if you can. Leave me a comment, guys. We'll share the journey, and share me around the internet if you possibly can, because that is always fun too. Meanwhile, have a fantastic day, have an even better weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.